Alright. Hello everybody. We're gonna be watching CPG play in the final stage for this Ascent Tournament number 6, Prove Your Skill. And we're just waiting for the room invite to come up. Should be happening pretty soon. For this bracket here, CPG is gonna be playing against Primo. In the semifinals. On the other side of the bracket, we're going to have Hated playing against GG. As we can see here, GG versus Hated. And then, well, today they're already in the semifinals, so even if CPG loses to Primo, we're gonna be watching another game. There we go. So, CPG versus Primo, going to be on Naval Frontier. Prove Your Skill, number 6, semifinals. Primo has already joined the room. Doesn't seem like they have their lineup yet though. CPG probably cooking up some strategy to try to come out on top of Primo. Going to be difficult for them, of course. Primo is currently the number 1 team. CPG is in 8th right now. It looks like Primo is readying up some tanks. We've got an IS-4, 2 Krans, an E100, an E5, and a Vickers Light. Might be another E5 from Even Steven. We'll just have to see. CPG now coming into the room. Looks like they have a lineup prepared already. What do we have so far? We've got 2 E5s, 2 IS-4s, a Vickers, and a Kranvan. Looks like another E5 possibly. Yeah, that's going to be 3 E5s, 2 IS-4s, a Kran, and a Vickers Light. Primo going to be taking double Krans, double E5s, an E100, a Vickers, and still no 7th tank selected just yet. Now, Naval Frontier, CPG looks like they might just play... I'd actually imagine they're going to play on the seaside with the 3 E5s. There's a position on this spawn where you can get really good shots onto the sea cap. Pretty much keep the enemy off of that. And it's very safe. Like, it's actually crazy how safe that position is. As long as you don't get caught crossing to the position, but I don't think I've seen that just yet. And even if you do, you're in a really good position to take control of that sea cap for the rest of your team at least. But not sure if CPG will actually be taking that position. Primo is going to be taking... they're also going to be taking triple E3, triple E5s, 2 Krans, and an E100, as well as a Vickers. Now, I'm not exactly sure what Primo will be going for. They've got the E100, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be playing A. On the contrary, I'd actually think they're going to be playing towards the C cap, with the E100 holding sort of like the middle lane. Now, at the same time, the E100 might just play what they used to have the VK doing, getting some shots into the A cap and just holding their spawn lane. But, yeah, we're just gonna have to see. I feel like that position there where the E100 is, if Primo play a little bit spread out, CPG might take advantage of that. But again, don't think a lot of teams are very confident with just going straight out and pushing, especially nowadays with so many heavy tanks. It's just not always a really good option. Each team has a Vickers though, so this is gonna be either this is not gonna be one Vickers just running around unchecked the whole time. And look at that, there are spectator slots available. So I don't remember that being a thing, but it could be interesting should it stay towards into the top 8 as well. Well, let's see. CPG versus Primo going to be starting now. Naval Frontier going to be the map, the first watch. Alright, so we're getting started here. We're with Apple Juice Hero right now, but we're about to go into the sky, free cam, and check out what each team is doing. Starscream, I'd assume the Vickers each are going to be taking positions like on the B cap, or over the B cap to just spot here. Starscream is going to that position there, but actually Tanner's going to be going somewhere else. Let's see. He's going to be spotting the C cap. Now again, I didn't think Primo were going to be... Well, actually, Primo is playing this side. Rob is spotted in the U100, puts a blind fire in towards that bush, but doesn't connect with anything. Even Steven is spotted as he gets onto the cap, taking a shot from Apple Juice Hero, but Apple Juice won't be able to reset very much longer. He's going to have to bleed quite a bit for it, and they're just not going to risk it. Now, CPG are taking the C cap as well, but Primo will have the cap lead from getting A with 2 tanks very quickly. Rob is still spotted in the back. I'm not sure he knows he's perma-spotted, but look at this. Sierra makes an aggressive play onto this side and forces Apple Juice Hero back. So Apple Juice won't really be able to do a whole lot on the A cap anymore, and he can't exactly hold there very comfortably either. Now, Darktronics took a shot in the E5. He's up spotted here. I believe Tanner put the shot in from this bush here. Edgyton spotted crossing. Those Krons aren't going to be putting a clip in though. Chip and Mako both holding different angles. Mako going to be looking towards the C cap. Chip looking towards the B cap for some resets in case they push. Mocha above the B cap. We've got Seal NATO as well. CPG are going to have to make the play, of course, since they are down on cap. Sierra moving into a strong position. Hold down right there on that A cap. Now I'd say Primo definitely had the advantage here. They have the cap advantage, and obviously they have control of the A cap, which is just so influential, especially for getting shots into B should they decide to push. Now also, these Krons look a little bit isolated, but they are definitely not. You've got the E5 and the E100 over here, ready to pounce on anything that tries to push onto those Krons. Now the E100 does get spotted. Oh, Starscream taking a hit there. Definitely not the best play. You definitely want your Vickers to stay as healthy as you can, but look at this. Darktronics actually going to be pushing on Rob, catching him off guard. He gets tracked there. Cheating Legend now going to be coming in with the support, but Ghost Ranger gets another tracking shot in. Very good shots from Primo there. There's movement now. CPG looks like they're going to be pushing on this side for Primo. Mocha in the middle area, going to be getting some shots in as they push across. Primo just kind of pushing into nothing, honestly. They're pushing across to try to get support, but they're bleeding so much HP. CPG look like they're in an advantage right now, but Cheating Legend looks like he's going to be overextending. Rob looks like he connects to Edgy 10 instead of shooting Cheating Legend, which is a little bit of a tougher shot for him on cheating. So Rob goes down. Ghost Ranger's about to get hammered as well. Seal NATO doing such a good job of covering for Cheating Legend. These are the kinds of things that will definitely be helping out. Tanner coming around with the kill shot on Edgyton, actually. And just like that, Primo are back in the fight. Even Steven is all the way on the C-cap, trying to slow down the cap. CPG now bleeding a lot more HP. They're down a gun now, and Seal NATO looks like he's going to get picked up as well. Might go down to Chip. Chip needs to pen this shot, but he's having trouble getting a clean shot on him. Doesn't matter, though, because Mako picks up the kill, but oh my, did he bleed a lot for that. Apple Juice Hero looks like he's going to be going for the kill on Chip. Mako trying to cover for him now. Apple Juice Hero trying to get that kill, but the Primo are just so close on cap. Oh, but Chip goes down. Even Steven versus Starscream on the other side. Even Steven doing a good job of just keeping him down. Mocha coming in and around. Primo have 2 caps. It's going to be very difficult. Oh, but even Steven is coming around. Might be a mistake. He didn't know Mocha was coming, though, so it seemed like a good play to him. Tanner now going to be getting onto the B cap to make sure that CPG have no way of winning this without picking up kills, and it looks like they're just going to go down anyways. CPG just don't have the cap advantage and nothing to contest with. Primo going to be winning this game on caps. Apple Juice Hero penning the shot. Starscream looking for a shot on even Steven, but he had to be on the C-cap as well. No way he was going to be helping out with even Steven there. Again, Starscream bleeding in the middle of the game there, definitely not going to help them because they weren't able to contest Tanner once he was low, and he wasn't able to go for the caps freely. So again, it's just so important for those light tanks to keep as much HP as they can and stay healthy. Especially in late game, those light tanks or mediums can just float around the battlefield and pick up kills or caps, and that's what makes them so influential there. Like, Primo kept their light tank healthy pretty much the entire game. He was able to contest the caps as well as open up more fires or crossfire angles. CPG just weren't able to have that sort of option available to them because the Vickers bled in the middle of the game there. Primo's going to be taking an interesting lineup here. We've got an IS-7, 4 E5s, and double 50Bs. CPG is going to be taking 4 E5s as well. They're taking an IS-4, a Kron, and a Vickers, though. Primo, not sure what they're going for, but it is most likely going to be an aggressive play. IS-7, definitely not a tank that you just sit somewhere and spawn. It's going to be pushing for an aggressive position, hold down where it can be annoying and hard to get out of. Basically an immovable object. And also with those 50Bs going to be signaling an aggressive play most likely, but could also just be holding somewhere. And it actually might be that the 50Bs are just going to hold somewhere in the spawn area. In case CPG tries to make a play onto the A cap, 50Bs might be ready to clip anything getting onto A. But in my opinion, the IS-7 is a little bit of the anomaly here. We're gonna have to see where that tank goes. Let's see. Now, I'd assume the IS-7 is actually just gonna be pushing to that position, but I'd feel like an IS-4 would be better there. Now, it looks like no, the IS-7 is just going to be pushing straight across. Those 50Bs already have a clip, and CPG's tanks are spotted. 2 shots going in towards Edgyton. Even Steven, yeah, just going to be pushing straight across. Oh, wow, he's just going straight over for Mocha. Nothing can really push him, though. Oh, and this was the trap there. Mocha trying to go forwards, and knock that IS-7 down, but getting clipped from the 50Bs. But the 50Bs are on reload. Mocha going to be probing, is going to be afraid to push on that IS-7, but look, I have been missing the action that is going on the A-cap. Edgerton has bled a lot in the E5. You got Tanner and Chip trying to crossfire him out with Sierra. Ghost Ranger as well. Shots going into Tanner, but CPG definitely down on hit points, and those 50Bs are going to be coming with the clip. I think CPG is just gone already. Edgerton goes down, Seal NATO is going down, and you've got a bunch of CPG tanks on even Steven, but that's just not where the action is. Darktronics going low as well. Cheating Legend doing a pretty good job of just trying to drag these tanks away and waste their time, but he does go down anyways. CPG down 3,000 hit points, and Primo still have their damage dealers up. The 50Bs both alive and healthy. Starscream just gonna be taking a lot of heat here. 2 shots from Rob, and Tanner not penetrating though. You've got Mako, a lot of tanks over here, just gonna be pushing on Darktronics, and there's no way he's gonna be surviving this. Mocha and Apple Juice Hero are next, and at this point, Primo is just steamrolling with their tanks here. You've got the 50Bs clipping again. Just good timing all around for Primo. Now you had the IS-7 push up over here. 50Bs were able to assist him. While Primo got the action started on the A-cap, the CPG weren't able to win that fight either, so yeah, the Primo just holding angles well there. They got the action started on the A-cap, and then the 50Bs rotated over and basically cleaned up. And even Steven in that aggressive position, just going to be a thorn in the enemy's side, of course. Now, CPG did lose that one, but unlike tomorrow, jeez, what am I saying? Unlike most tournaments, since they were able to make it to the semifinals, there's going to be a 3rd place match. So we're not going to be without a stream. We're going to be watching CPG as they play for 3rd place versus whoever loses from GG versus Hated. Now, I'm not going to go into a game because from what I've seen, the match for 3rd place pretty much happens immediately after both teams have been chosen, basically. And it looks like GG were able to beat Hated, so we're going to be watching CPG versus Hated in the match for 3rd place. And that should be happening in 5 minutes, and yes, just like that, we've got the tournament room invite. Alright, so we've got CPG versus Hated. Dynasty's Pearl is going to be the map. Another map with 3 caps on it. B cap is going to be in the middle again. B is almost always in the middle just because of the alphabet system. Obviously, you're going to have A, B, and C across the map. B just ends up being in the middle. So let's see. I'd expect to see quite a few super heavies. Mice in E100. Hated's gonna be taking an I7 maybe. That's an interesting tank choice. I don't know why teams are using IS-7s now. But I guess maybe it works. Not sure. Maybe it's a little bit harder to pen in the sides, but I don't really think that's a thing. A little bit harder to pen in the sides than IS-4, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. That little bit of speed makes sense for some very niche strategies, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the IS-7, honestly. Let's see. CPG is going to be taking triple mice, it looks like. We've got a T-22 as well, with some DPM. 2 IS-4s, and the last tank has not been chosen yet. Hated with the W100s again. We've seen them play Dynasties Pro before. U100s hopefully going to be doing more than they were able to last time we saw them play on Dynasties. We've got double crons as well, 2 IS-4s, and of course the IS-7. CPG looks like they unreadied a mouse. Probably going to be switching it up for something else. So we've got 2 mice, 2 IS-4s, a cron, T-22. Last tank hasn't been chosen yet. And it looks like it's going to be triple IS-4s for CPG. Dynasties Pro, if you're able to take control of that B cap, a lot of the times you're going to be in a pretty good position. Assuming the enemy doesn't bleed you out too hard for trying to get that cap. But a lot of the time, you're able to punish just about as hard, provided you've got your angles down. But we'll have to see. The E100s, I don't think the E100s will be able to contest those mice very easily. I'd say CPG might have the upper hand based on lineup. But again, we're just going to have to see. Maybe Hated does some big brain play with that IS-7. Yeah, I can't imagine where they're trying to play it. It might just be straight into the mid. Like on towards the ramp to B. Actually, they might be making an aggressive play onto the B cap with the IS-7. And then having the E100s to support. Anything that tries to reset will get double tapped by the E100s. I think that's probably the play Hated is going for. CPG might be hoping to put the double mice onto the B cap at some point in the game, but I think this might be a quick game if Hated is playing for the B cap early. Now at the same time, they might actually go for the A cap early with that IS-7, try to beat something going on to the C cap for CPG, so we'll just have to see. Alrighty, let's see what each team ends up doing. I'm going to be going over towards the IS-7. I'm trying to find him in this... there it is. Battle hardened. And it looks like it is going to be going forward the B cap pretty quick. Got a lot of Hated, pretty much the entire Hated team going towards that BC area. Actually, none of them gonna be peeling off to town just yet. It might do it here. The E100s, everything is spotted already by Starscream. Starscream runs into the wall, but he's gonna meet these 2 IS-4s. He's not gonna be getting much support from CPG just yet. The rest of the team, he's gonna be pulling out as safely as he possibly can. But look at that, Noah is on the B cap like I thought in that IS-7, but the mice are coming around. Let's see if the E100s do double tap like they're supposed to. And no, they only get 1 shot into Cheating Legend. Starscream is able to make it out in the backline as well. And Noah is now left without support. Again, yeah, CPG just made the aggressive play on the B with those mice. The E100s now coming around for some shots. Ooh, 1 into Edgyton. Agile Flinker has another shot into him as well. Hated still coming out on top with HPs. And Edgyton, forced to push off of the B cap, actually gets mega tapped by the rest of the Hated tanks out of the game. Cheating Legend. Looks like these E100s are looking for a focus target. Trying to get some shots across instead of focusing on the mouse. Oh, but Sean is getting pushed on here. He's about to go down. 414 HP left. Starscream gets a shot, and Darktronics finishes him off. CPG still down on HPs, though. But Hated are down a gun. So this is still not over yet for Hated, or for CPG. Taichi puts a shot into Starscream. Starscream now down to one shot. He has to stay alive because that is pretty much the bulk of CPG's DPM. Alpha goes down, but so does Starscream. Oh, Noah, or Jinja Ninja, is able to put down Mocha as well. Each team down 3 guns. Agile Flanker now getting focused out in the U100. He's in the middle of 3 CPG IS-4s. There's not going to be a whole lot he's going to be doing. He's just going to try to get the kill shot on the mouse. Nope, going to be going for another shot into some focus target, but he's having trouble deciding who. Taichi now getting pushed on the E100 as well. Going to go down, and now it's 3 guns on 3, but Hated are down on HP. Taichi looks like he's going to get picked up by Seal NATO. Seal NATO with the kill shot there. Jinja Ninja putting his HP into the game. Manny backing off since he is low, but Jinja Ninja is not going to be able to handle this heat, and the Kran just doesn't have the DPM to support him at this point. Looks like CPG were able to pull it back. Now, all things considered, Hated picked up a quick kill on the mouse, but they were still a gun down at the, like, for most of that fight. So CPG just doing a better job of focusing fire there, as well as prioritizing their targets. Apple Juice Hero with the jump. Manny has 2 shots reloaded, but look at all his modules damaged on that far right. He can't turn his turret. Trying to get a shot off, but it's going to be hard when you can't move your turret. Look at this. Darktronics carrying his tank turret around. He did possibly coming in with too many shells bounced. Maybe that's what hurt. It's probably what hurt them. I didn't check the pen rates, but it seemed like there's some low damages in there. Let's see. Again, Dynasty's Pro spawns are going to be swapped this time. Hated. I don't think their IS-7 play worked very well either. They were able to get onto the B cap and force a play, but the E100s just weren't able to punish double mice. It is probable that the E100s were a little bit too far back, and they just kind of let the IS-7 in. They only also got 1 shot off onto those mice, when realistically they should have been holding them back, or at least, at the very least, putting 2 shots in. You're almost always going to be coming out on top of trades in that E100, just because of how beefy the alpha is. So that probably, I'd say from there, the strat kind of fell apart. Although they were doing a good job of bleeding CPG's tanks, they weren't able to focus kills out. And they kind of got circled as well. So that probably didn't help either. Anyways, for this game, CPG is going to be going 1 more mouse up, 3 mice, 3 IS-4s, and a Vickers. Hated going to be taking 2 E100s, a mouse, 3 IS-4s, and a Kran. Possibly the final match we see today. Should CPG win? And look at that, 20,000 HP on Hated's team. A lot of heavies. Dynasty going to be a very heavy map, of course. Hated looks like they're going to be playing towards the A cap, but so is CPG. Let's see who wins these trades here in the beginning. So Sean is spotted, Seal NATO is spotted as well. Sean getting to a good position here. Mocha taking some hits in the mouse. I don't know if that was HE or if that was, yeah, a heat pen, actually. Agile flanker. Looks like he put a good shot into that cheek. Some more damage going into Edgyton. I think that was an HE shell. But look at this. CPG is pushing some IS-4s around here. Jinja Ninja going to be holding this corner, but not going to be penning his shot, and he takes 2 in return. Not a good trade for him, but CPG is just going to be going forwards with the Iron Fist. 2 mice pushing towards these IS-4s. Hated are going to have to bleed this should they want to win. They're focusing out Seal NATO, but he's going to be covered for by 2 IS-4s. Jinja Ninja, though, is not going to be getting much support here, and I would say that... Oh, but CPG is losing a lot of HP. Hated... Ooh, still about 2,000 HP up on... Edgyton goes down in the mouse, but of course, Hated are focusing the mouse. Look at this, though. Jinja Ninja is keeping 4 tanks, or was keeping 4 tanks busy, at least for a little bit. Now, Noah looks like he's gonna go down. Just like that, again. Focus fire going in the favor of CPG. They've knocked out 2 guns. Hated have only managed to pick up 1, and look at that. Sean was going for the kill on Seal NATO, but oh wow, did he lose all his HP. Not the best trade at all. Alpha finally picks up a kill, but again, they kind of threw a full health IS-4 for that kill. Oh, but Mocha's getting focused out again. Mouse, for some reason, getting focused out first by by Hated. Again, that's not the tank you want to be focusing out first. It's not... It doesn't have DPM, and it's going to be a little bit tougher to pen. Manny going to be 1 versus 1 against Cheating Legend, but he is only on 300 HP. Agile flanker looks like he's about to go down. Starscream just floating around the battlefield looking for some shots, and look at this. CPG now have the HP lead. They've only got 2 tanks left for Hated. Darktronics going down, but 2 guns on 4. Not going to be in the favor of Hated at all. Alpha looking for the shot on Darktronics and not able to get it off. Actually gets it off just now. Taichi picking up the kill. Alpha, though, going to have his side to the IS-4, and the Vickers, and everything just pens him. Hated, only 1 tank left. There's no way he's going to be winning this alone at this point. And again, Hated not going with the good target priority. I don't think it was a good idea to focus out those mice first. Vickers survived basically the entire game without getting shot as well. Of course, Hated didn't really have anything to deal with him. Cheating Legend gonna be blocking the shot, and Starscream looks like he's gonna get him. Cheating Legend with a HE probably picks him up, ending the game for Hated. So CPG picking up 2 wins against Hated very quickly. Yeah, I don't know. And as well, kind of like in the middle of that, Hated threw like a whole IS-4 to try to pick up a 1-shot. Just not a very good trade there. And look at this. Cheating Legend with 6.2k damage in the mouse. I mean, even if they were focusing out those mice, maybe it was a good idea. The mouse ended up doing 6.2k. But Hated really needed to knock guns out fast, and it would have been a little bit quicker to do so on those IS-4s, I'd say. So that's going to be the last game of the stream. Let's see how Primo versus GG is going. Actually, it hasn't even started yet. If you want to watch that game, I think Every is going to be streaming that. Let me get a link to that for you guys, so you can head on over to his stream to watch it. Alrighty, let's see here. And there it is in the chat. Probably be ending the stream off there. Now that all the games are over. Yeah, this... Alright. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. It should be Saturday. For the Prove Your Skill number 7 tournament. That's going to be the second to last Prove Your Skill, so things are coming to a close very soon. We will know who the top 8 are. Alright, again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.